There's nothing quite like a proper football debate, is there? Down the pub, in the stands, or even across the dinner table. It's the lifeblood of the game, this endless chatter about who was better. Was it Pelé? Or Cruyff, Zidane, or Platini? These conversations are what keep the history of our beautiful game alive. They connect generations of fans, those who saw a legend in the flesh, and those who watch grainy clips on the internet. It's not just about stats or trophies, it's about feeling. It's about the players who made you jump out of your seat, the ones whose names became synonymous with magic. This brings us to one of the biggest debates of all. It's a clash of eras, styles, and philosophies. On one side, you have Cristiano Ronaldo, the ultimate professional, a physical phenomenon. On the other, Diego Maradona, the flawed genius, a force of nature. These two represent two different kinds of greatness. Let's look at their journeys. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro wasn't born with a silver spoon. From his early days at Sporting Lisbon, something different showed. He was a skinny kid with fancy stepovers. When Sir Alex brought him to Manchester United in 2003, change began. He transformed from winger to complete forward. He wanted to be the most complete forward the world had seen. Then you have Diego Armando Maradona, born in Villa Fiorito. Football was his escape. He was a prodigy, a pibe de oro. He made his professional debut before he was 16. From Argentinos Juniors to Boca, he became a national hero. He was a symbol of hope for millions. Ronaldo's journey was meticulous construction, brick by brick, trophy by trophy, record by record. Maradona's path was a whirlwind, breathtaking highs, chaotic lows. His move to Napoli in 1984 forged a legend. He took a club that had never won the league and made history. He was worshipped in Naples like a deity. Two paths to the summit: relentless construction versus a shining, chaotic flame. Let's look at skill, the defining moments, and what made each special. Their journeys tell the story. Their skills defined eras and inspired millions. This isn't just about comparison. It's a celebration of football's artists, impact beyond clubs, influence on the sport itself. So let's get into it. Ronaldo versus Maradona. When you talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, the first thing is his astonishing physicality. Explosive speed, an incredible leap, power with either foot, all products of relentless training. He turned himself into the ultimate goal-scoring weapon. 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions Leagues, the list is ridiculous. All-time leading goal scorer in men's professional football. He's not just an athlete. He's football intelligent, finding that half yard in the box. Devastating efficiency. Every movement geared to scoring. Towering headers, long-range screamers, simple tap-ins. He finds ways to score. His personality is a huge part of his story. Confidence, some call it arrogance, relentless self-belief, the engine behind his success. He set a new standard for professionalism, showing a generation what it takes. These aren't just numbers, they're monuments to consistency over 2 decades. To stay at that level for so long may be unprecedented. He thrives on pressure and silences doubters, effectiveness that's hard to argue with. If Ronaldo is a perfectly engineered machine, Maradona was pure, unadulterated art. Watching him was like watching a master painter at work. His relationship with the football was something else. He twisted and turned in ways that defied physics. That 1986 World Cup in Mexico was his masterpiece. He was captain, leader, inspiration. The quarterfinal against England perfectly encapsulated his career. First, the infamous hand of God. A little with the head, a little with the hand of God. Pure, street-smart audacity. 4 minutes later, the magic, the goal of the century. He picked the ball up in his own half and just set off. He slalomed past half their team. It was transcendent genius. I was on the pitch. It was the one time I felt like applauding the opposition. A moment no statistic can capture. He could win a game all by himself. He played with his heart on his sleeve, passion as fuel. But his career was filled with controversy and personal demons. They ultimately cut his time at the top short. For those who saw him at his peak, there has never been anyone better. He was a flawed genius, but a genius nonetheless. So how do you separate them? It's the ultimate head-scratcher. On the biggest prize, the World Cup, Maradona has the clear edge. His 1986 performance is arguably the greatest individual campaign in World Cup history. Ronaldo never dominated a World Cup like that, but he did lead Portugal to Euro 2016, a monumental achievement. In club football, the argument swings firmly toward Ronaldo. Longevity, records, titles across leagues. Their influence is profound but different. Ronaldo redefined professionalism, fitness, diet, training. Maradona inspired a different devotion. The people's champion who showed a kid from the slums could conquer the world. In the end, there is no right answer. To choose Ronaldo is to value longevity and professionalism. To choose Maradona is to value raw genius and emotional connection. They are two of the greatest to ever kick a ball. Perhaps the real answer is we shouldn't have to choose. We should just feel incredibly fortunate to have witnessed their greatness. But go on, have the debate. It's what football is all about.